Welcome back guys to my YouTube channel. So in the last video we learned about Spearman's rank correlation, right? And as I told you that there were three cases. Let's have a look what were the three cases. So first one, when the ranks are given to us. Second, when the ranks are not given to us. And third, when the ranks are repeated, right? So in the last video we have already discussed our first case. And if you haven't seen it, please do go and check that video as well. The link for the same is available in the description box. In today's video, we are going to discuss our second case when the ranks are not given to us, right? So before we move on to the example, let us again have a look at the formula. So here's the formula. It is the same one as we saw in the last video. That is 1 minus 6 summation d square divided by n cube minus n, right? So now let us look at the example. So here in case 2, I have a series in which I have two variables. First one is the physics one, first column, then the third column is related to the marks of math. So here there are marks of 9 students, and here they're just the variables given to us, right? If you remember, we dealt with the variables directly when we were using Karl Pearson, right? But in Spearman, that's the difference. We use the ranks to find out correlation. Now, how do we give them ranks? That's a question. So, just like we give ranks when we are studying in our class and we get marks, oh, who has got the first position? We find out with the what? So we find it out with who has got the most marks. So here as well, we're going to do it in the same way. So here in the column of physics, you can see the highest marks. If you'll check, it's on the third position, that is 47. So we'll rank it as our first rank. Similarly, if you'll check for the second one, it's 43. So we give it the second rank. And so on, we'll give 35 the third rank, and so on. We'll complete this column for the marks of physics, and we're going to provide the ranks accordingly, as you can see here. Now we come up to our next column, that is the marks for math. So here again we are going to give the ranks in the same manner. The highest marks, they get the first position. So quickly please check the column. So here I can see 49, that has got the first rank. Then we see that 5 is there, it gets the second position, and so on. We give 33 the third rank, 31 gets the fourth position, and so on. We'll rank all these 9 marks. Now that's the next step, that is D. We need to find it out. And how do we find it out? We discussed it in the last video, R1 minus R2. So here we have the first rank, that's given for the marks of physics. Then we have the second rank, that is given for the marks of math. Now we'll quickly subtract R1 and R2 to find out RD. So here we have 3 minus 5. So that would give us minus 2. 5 minus 3, that will give us 2. And so on, we'll find it on for all the values that we have. All the 9 data points that we have, we'll quickly subtract R1 and R2. Then we'll find out RD. Now the last step that's related to these columns is to find out D square. So to find out D square, we're going to multiply the value of D twice to find out D square. So first one, minus 2. So minus 2 multiplied twice, minus gets cancelled, and 2 2's are 4. Similarly, we'll quickly multiply the remaining values that we have here, and that's 4 and 1, 0, 1, and so on. Now the next thing is we're supposed to use summation d square, right? So quickly we need to add the column, our last column, that is the one for d square. We need to add and find out summation d square. So when you'll add it, you'll get the value that will be 12, right? Now we are done. We just need to put these things there in the formula. So now let's get back to our formula. So here we have it. 1 minus 6 summation d square divided by n cube minus n. So we know that summation d square was 12. So 6 multiplied by 12, then we have 9 data points, so cube of 9 minus 9. Now 9 nines are 81, and 81 into 9 gives you 729. So that's here, 6 multiplied by 12 and 729 minus 9. So when we solve it out, it's 72 divided by 720. That's a quick division, right? You can easily divide 72 by 720 and you get it 1 minus 0.1, right? So now we'll quickly subtract it and we'll find out a correlation coefficient. That was an easy one, right? You can see here the correlation coefficient is 0.9, and that means it's highly correlated, right? So if a child is getting good marks in physics, he is surely going to get good marks in maths. That is what correlation here is telling us. So that's it for this video, guys. Please do keep solving examples more and more to get better on this. Thank you for watching the video.